104.1 KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
Don't forget 820 this summer of 2023. Up for grabs. You could be qualifying for $10,000.
I know we're getting closer to the end of the summer, kids. So that $10,000 could be yours before you know it. And we're going to debut a new Miley Cyrus song around that time. But right now we're taking your calls at 713-390. KRBE Roxanne she's the first one up, and she has a request for Special K.
Ah.
Hi, Roxanne. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Woo!
What you got for Kev?
So, what you got?
Okay. Years ago, I've been at the same facility. I work at a nursing home, Park Manor of Tomball. And years ago, I had to take a leave, a family emergency leave. And Special K came up there while I was not there and interviewed the residents. Well, anyways, okay, this is the invitation. Every Friday for the past 10 years, we played dodgeball on Friday at 10 o'clock. Dodgeball and donuts.
The seniors?
I'm sorry?
The seniors play dodgeball or the staff?
Yeah, they're freaking vicious.
Hold on. Most of the folks I spoke to were not mobile, as we say in the medical field, as what people know as in wheelchairs.
Okay, and you can, we get in a circle, and they can use any part of their body to hit the ball. I'm the one that's it for an hour. Do you have any idea how tiring that is?
Wait, Wait, what?
During the summer.
Yeah. You're the
They
target?
knocked my glasses off my head.
Yeah.
I'm
They
the
knocked the
target.
glasses off my head.
So you want Kevin to take
my
your spot for a
gosh.
day?
That would be lovely.
Yeah, Kevin.
Go, Kevy, go.
You're not
Head
going to
on
be throwing
back
a
to-
ball at an
He
old
needs
person,
like
are you?
a helmet.
Yeah,
I'll get you a helmet.
Will he be able to throw back at him, or no, he's just the target?
Well, no, we don't. You don't try to hit the residents.
Well, that's not. Oh,
Yeah, hit an
No,
old person,
but-
break their hip.
good point. But so Kevin, he's really
So you
fast.
want Kevin to be it, is what you want.
Yes.
Come on, Kev.
Oh, I'd like to come out there and watch that.
So
It's hysterical. I've laughed my makeup off. We have not broken any chandeliers, but it's come close. We have some very competitive residents, and they take their dodgeball seriously. In fact, the oldest dodgeball player we had was 105 years old. She was a
105?
Asian woman, and that woman, she didn't like men.
Oh.
She'd go easy on the ladies, but we have volunteers sometimes, especially during the summertime, and
Yes,
so I can
so-
get a break.
I would
do
go and hang out with Miss Nancy, and she would take me to some of the activities, and we would play bingo and other games. I would ask them about current events and their opinion on
Do the Grammys?
that, and love the Grammys for Grammys, where we would have grandmothers Grammys sing the various songs that were nominated for Grammys. And so Tomball, Park Manor, I would love to step out there once more. That sounds fun. I already
But
know.
I want to come out and watch.
I already know the residents, and I know what they're capable of, so I'll be okay, guys.
We got to send Urban out with you to record this for
Film
social
that?
media.
Absolutely. Please do it.
Yes. Roxanne, dodgeball,
I love
and
that.
Kevin
That'll
is
be
it.
great.
Oh, man, I can't wait for that.
I
Thanks for
think
calling, Roxanne. Thanks for what
Instead,
you're doing.
or whoever loses, quote unquote, mystery
Oh, no,
box.
it's you, baby.
You could go
No.
into the dodgeball box.
You're so fast. You can,
No.
I bet they couldn't
Dodgeball.
hit
She
you.
said
Now they'll be able to hit him. He's got a big head.
They're vicious. Quick like a squirrel. All right, 713-390-KRBE. We are doing open phones, and Jane is up next. Hi, Jane. Good morning.
Sorry,
Oops. Yeah, powder up. There she is.
Hi, Jane.
Hello, Jane.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hello. Okay, so I understand yours is kind of like a little bit of an open phones panic button. What's going on?
Okay, so the long and short of it is I've kind of been dating a guy for a couple months and just did a little research and found out that almost 20 years ago he was arrested for assault, but it was like involving a woman.
Oh.
And so I'm
You're like,
freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like this guy. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I want details about it. But the other part of me is like, I just would have cut and run. Like, why would I even?
I mean, there's no instance ever for a man that hits a woman. There's like if he hit a woman, you got to be out.
Exactly.
So let's backtrack this. You're together. What you said? Like 5 months you've been seeing him, or a couple months?
Not
Less
even
than
that much. Yeah,
not even that much. Couple months.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you did your sleuthy stalking on the internet and found he had an assault charge from 20 years ago. And does he know that you found the assault charge so you can ask him about it, or he doesn't know and you don't know how to even tell him?
Hold on.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him yet.
You haven't. Well, you should confront him for sure.
Yes, definitely. He deserves. I think he deserves to explain himself because I have DJ'd at so many clubs where a girl will lose her ish and just start beating on a dude, and then who gets arrested?
It's always the guy.
It's always the guy who gets arrested, even if he's laying on the ground getting beat up. It's unfortunate, but this is I have seen it happen.
Doesn't mean he hit her.
It doesn't mean that he hit her. It's just that he was there and he was part of it.
Did he serve any time?
I think there's your answer then. You need to tell him that you found this and you're concerned and let him explain what it was.
Find out if he served time or anything happened.
Go from there.
Ask questions.
Like if he was in jail for 2 months,
sure.
then you know, uh-oh.
Because were you thinking, Jane, you should just ghost him? Be like, okay, I'm going to skip my wheels out of this.
No, he deserves to be confronted.
Yes, and that is the thing. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but in Harris County, it's all public record, so I know details about what happened, but I want to get his side of what,
Oh, you do know details. Do you care to share any of those?
Was it
like,
bad?
did he hit a woman?
Yes, in the face multiple times.
Oh.
With the fist. I know, right?
Oh,
That's
then
bad.
I'm saying cut and run.
I would still ask. I would still want to know why.
Then he might hit you.
Because you have to give him a good, you have to want to be adult about it. And when you break it off with him, you're going to tell him this is why.
If he punched a woman in the face multiple times, Roula, there's no defense
Right, but
for
I'm
that.
just saying, Ryan, she would tell him, listen, I found this about you.
Right.
And you could, you can explain it to me if you'd like, but from the way it looks, we're going to be finished now. I can't be with someone who's punched a woman multiple times in the face. And then just go from there, and that way you have your closure on it, and he knows why
Are
it's
you
over.
sure it's him? Because sometimes people have the same name.
Mugshots?
No, I'm
Public
positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
Kevin
well,
said,
I
maybe
guess there's your
some
answer.
lady at a club was a spider monkey, jumped on his face.
Yeah, but there's a report of him punching the woman in the
But if
face
they're
multiple
biting my
times.
nose off, I'm going to hit
It
you.
was- Yeah, it was his, they were living together, so I'm assuming it was a girlfriend at the time. I'm sure that there is a backstory. I want to know it. But I keep thinking, is there anything that he could say that is really going to change my mind about it? And I don't think that there is,
Yeah.
Well, you just answered your own question.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you just needed some validation there.
And a lot of people, Jane, on text are saying, some people say, well, you can let him explain himself, even though your mind is made up. At least you know the whole story. And for Kevin, props to Kevin for pointing out that there are a lot of people walking around with assault charges on their records because of exactly what Kevin said. One person texted, what if the woman that mothered your child is about to stab your child? Is it okay to punch her lights out then? I mean,
Yes.
I wonder if
pretty
that
extreme.
actually happened to that texter, and that's why they're saying it, because we have seen some bad mom stories. Well, Jane, let us know what happens in the end. I think we all know the answer there. It's going to
I
be
just
over.
go from the standpoint, I can't take the dad out of my equation. And Eric, I think you'd feel the same way if you knew that your daughter was dating a guy who had previously beat up a woman.
Yeah, I would not be happy about that.
No.
I'd want to talk to him. I do believe people can change. I'd like to think that I'm better than I was 20 years ago. I've never hit a woman ever.
So 20 years ago, you wouldn't have hit a woman.
That's what I'm saying.
You wouldn't hit one
It's
today.
just
You
weird.
wouldn't have hit one 20
But
years
if somebody
ago.
like Kevin said, if they started attacking me, well, you got to defend yourself. And what if you just pushed them off and then they hit the side of the door and then they call the cops? You're going to jail. The guy is.
Yeah.
That's true.
So the lesson here is deep dive with the person and find out what it was all about. Ashley, real quick, wants to make a comment about something Sam and I talked about yesterday. Hi, Ashley. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Ashley.
So I understand you're calling about the woman who left us a voicemail asking us what's good advice at 36 weeks pregnant with her first baby. Is that where?
Yes.
Is like a follow up to that? Okay, go ahead. Tell us.
So I just want to say that we should normalize postpartum depression as a community. I feel like it's not talked about enough, and a lot of mothers sit with it by themselves in shame, not even really wanting to discuss their feelings with the doctor. And with my last child, it took me 3 months of postpartum before I actually voiced my concerns to my doctor because of the guilt that I felt for not fully loving my child, not wanting to be around my child, not wanting to be a mother. And it's hard to feel those things, and it's even harder to talk about them. So I feel like, he's 6 now, so we're all great. But in the moment, it was debilitating. And I didn't understand what was going on because I had 3 kids prior who are all grown now, and I never felt anything like that. So I just want to say, like, if any woman newly, mothered has any type of those depression feelings, please tell your doctor, because that is normal. It happens, and they can help you.
Yeah, there's no shame.
Yeah.
May I ask, what type of treatment did they prescribe for you?
So I wasn't breastfeeding, so I was able to start antidepressants and actually a mood stabilizer to kind of help me
balance your hormones and your thoughts and
basically
your emotions and all this
balance
stuff.
while my hormones were trying to get back to normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yesterday we were talking about this. Sam and Roula were talking about how
that's
the pressure that you get at hospitals and that from
absolutely they sit you down. They're like, okay, here's a piece of paper. Tell us your feelings. It's like, well, okay, I'm going to write it down, but they don't go into more detail of like, oh, is this a normal feeling that I'm feeling sad or I'm just finding myself crying? It's so.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Ashley, for bringing this up. I think it's definitely a serious thing that we're finally getting, I think, information about it.
And there
I
should
think,
be
Sam,
no
a lot of
shame in
people
this.
don't even know that they're having it. There's some women who say, "Oh, I didn't have that," but if you look at on paper, it was. Ashley, thank you for saying, you pointing out that you had guilt about even feeling that way, so you wouldn't even tell your doctor, because somebody hearing that might be feeling that and not telling their doctor, and hopefully because of you, they will tell their doctor.
Yes.
God bless you. Thanks for listening to the Roula and Ryan Show. You have a great weekend.
Thank you, guys.
You take care. All right, bye-bye.
Okay,
Coming up
friends.
next, we're going to do something a little different here.
This is going to be so fun. We want to know who lasted on a date for an hour or less. We did this a long time ago. You had a date. It didn't even last an hour, 60 minutes. Before 60 minutes hit, the date was
Something
over.
must have went horribly wrong.
And I'm
There's
hoping
no connection.
We'll get somebody for an hour. Then I'm hoping we'll get somebody who says, "Oh, I can beat that. It was only 30 minutes."
Yeah, who had the shortest
I
first
can beat
date?
that. I saw his face. It's 2 minutes. I know Kevin said stories like that in the past.
Okay, that's more of a hookup, less of a date.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man. 713-390-KRBE. You had a date that lasted 60 minutes or less. Tell us about it. And you're going to hear the new Miley Cyrus song, too, next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
Miley Cyrus on the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE.
And I can see Special K remixing that for a Friday Free for All one time soon. It's got a good message because it used to be young, it used to be crazy. That's the first time we played it as it debuted last night. That was the world premiere last night here on KRBE. Miley Cyrus used to be young. Now we are going to make you the star of the show at 713-390-KRBE. That's 5723 on our phone. We're asking the question, anyone listening right now who has been on a date that lasted 60 minutes or less, an hour or
I'm
less.
guessing a lot of people.
Hoping we'll get people start at maybe 50 minutes and then all of a sudden it gets down to
2 minutes.
Yep.
No, I knew right away. I'm like, I'm out. I'm out.
I'm wasting my time.
You trolled me. That's not your picture.
Let's see if it happens.
Let's try and get to as many calls as we can. We're starting with Walina on the Roula and Ryan Show, 713-390-KRBE. Hi, Walina. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
Hey, it's going great. So share with us this date that lasted less than an hour. First, tell us the story, and then tell us how long it lasted.
Yeah, this was when I was in my 20s. Met a guy that I thought was nice. I allowed him to pick me up. He said we were going to go to a club and we were going to go to dancing. I'm a 20-year-old. I love to dance. I don't mind the club. It's cool. We go to the club. We go in, and I noticed there was a bunch of beautiful plus-size women in the club. It was a bunch of BBWs. I mean, which wasn't a big, deal to me. I have a bunch of BBWs in my family. I'm thinking we're going to have a drink and have a good time.
BBW
he
is...
orders
what is that?
big, beautiful women.
Big, beautiful women.
Women. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't, I couldn't remember what that was. I was like, BBW. Okay. I was thinking Brazilian butt lift. No, that's BBL.
No.
It's a couple of really good bombs. Okay.
So you walk into the bar.
Women.
You go into the bar. You're in there. You've noticed some larger women, and then what happens?
No, it's nothing. All the women in there are larger women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the smallest person in there. No big deal. So, I have a lot of BBWs in my family.
Mm-hmm.
So we order a drink. We sit down. I'm thinking we're going to dance. He proceeds to start making fun of all these beautiful women.
Oh.
And I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, excuse me, I'll be right back. I'm like 20-some years old. I don't even know how to drive. I went to the bathroom and I crawled out the window and I caught a bus and I went and hung out.
Oh, wow.
Crawled out the window?
Wow. I did.
So how long did
I
this
didn't know how to
last?
get out of it.
About
27 minutes.
27 minutes.
You
From the time you picked me up to
Crawled
get
out
there.
the window of the bathroom
did.
instead of just saying, I'm going to the bathroom and just walking out the front door.
Incredible.
Why did you go out the window? Well, Lena, why
I
didn't
didn't
you
know what
just
else to
say,
do.
She's
oh
young.
my God.
Good for you,
I would have
though.
gone in that women's restroom, Willina, and said, listen, I just met this guy. He brought me here, and apparently he's here just to make fun of everybody, so we're going to attack him. I'm just kidding.
But that would have been a
I
good
don't
idea,
know,
but
Oh, my gosh, Willina, 27
it
27
made
minutes.
sense to me at that time,
Right. You were
Okay,
like in
gotcha.
fight or
Did he
flight
ever
mode.
try to call you like the next day or later?
He did.
Is this the time
I just
before
never spoke
Instagram
to
and
him
stuff?
again.
You just ghosted. Okay.
Yep.
Good for
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I just spoke to him. Never spoke
What
to
a
him again.
dirtbag. What a dirtbag.
Wow.
Good for you, Willina. Thanks for sharing your story. I'm sorry that happened to you, but wow, 27 minutes is the time. That's the marker. What's the next story going to be? Let's see how short or long that is. Julia's up next. We're asking the question, who's been on a date that lasted 1 hour or less? Hi, Julia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Take us through your date and then let us know how long it lasted.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm talking to you all. I listen to you every day on my drive to school. I'm a school teacher.
Oh, well, thank you, and thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Hey, wait, it's 8:30. Do you not have a class today?
No, we're not in session yet. We're starting Monday. I work for Sci-Fair. I teach early childhood special ed, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, things about to be crazy on Monday because then everybody's back. The whole city's I mean, nuts.
So tell us about your date that lasted less than 60 minutes, Julia.
Okay, so this is back in the day before dating apps, and I found this person through personal ads. You remember those? And so called him, talked to him. We made a connection. Okay, we made a date. Got there. It was a restaurant where it has a bar, so we're sitting there to have a drink and started talking to him. He just wouldn't talk, no matter how many questions I asked him or whatever. I'm looking at my watch going, okay, could I leave now? So I think I lasted maybe 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Wow.
Now, when you say he wouldn't talk, he was completely silent?
He would just, like if I asked him a question, how was your day? Okay, what do you do? And then, just not much more than that.
No chemistry
And
there, huh? Wow.
So,
One answer.
did you find him...
no engagement.
I'm
No
guessing he was not attractive to you.
I don't know.
Yeah, if he's not talking, how do you find him
No, but I mean,
attractive?
did you find him physically attractive?
Oh, he was okay. He was okay. It wasn't somebody I was like, oh my God, he's so gorgeous. No, but I just.
But even if he was so gorgeous, don't you think? If
he was really gorgeous,
there's no way to bring him out of that. If
No,
there's
if
no
he-
engagement,
If he was
at
really
all?
gorgeous, you'd probably be able to see past his lack of charm.
But how?
Well,
How?
women aren't
Even
that
though
way.
he's not
Women-
talking to you.
What do you?
You're
Women
growing
are the
really
opposites.
extreme.
Women,
I mean,
you can look at ugly guys and hang out with them if they're a good dude.
Funny.
Yeah, funny.
We do romance or no chance, and every time
It's always guys that look at women. If a
guys.
women's hot,
But every
we
time
don't care what you say.
we have
just
a,
wanna
we
look
have
at
a
your
woman on the
boobs.
phone, and the guys treated her like crap, and then we ask, "Oh, was he good looking?" And then she
No,
says,
you always
"Yes."
ask that. You're big on that look stuff.
And then
So
Okay, let's
superficial.
get back to her story though. How
I'm
long
not
did it last? You
superficial.
say?
Oh, look at him! He's laughing his butt off. He's trying to make me look like a.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh
Ryan.
Julia, how
God!
long did you say it lasted? 15 minutes? Because he didn't
15
talk.
minutes.
How did you get
15
out of it?
minutes.
Did you tell him you're going to the bathroom and crawl out the window too?
No,
or did you just?
No, I just said, well, it was nice to have met you, so I'm going to leave now. So bye.
And he had
And
no
I-
reaction to
Good
that.
for you.
He was like, okay.
One word. Okay.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Charmer. Some people
Okay,
are just
so we went
very
from
shy.
27 minutes to 15 minutes with Julia. Thanks for sharing your story, Julia. Happy first day of school on Monday. Scott is up next. 713-390-KRBE. We're asking the question, who went on a date that lasted 60 minutes or less? Scott, hi. Good morning. What's your story?
So this was also back in the personal ads era, probably 30 years ago, where you just talked on the phone before you met. We agreed to go and have.
What's that? You talk on a phone.
When you guys say personal ads, I don't even know what that is. That like in the newspaper or something?
It was on the back page of alternative newspapers like The Voice. Okay. You would purchase ads on the back to put yourself out there.
And I think the Green Sheet used to have that too, like singles and personals.
They did?
Could you give an example before you do the story? Like, what's the ad say? Like, I'm a white male, 5'10".
It was just like a white male seeking other men, white female seeking men, and just a few details about yourself, just enough to get them on the hook.
Okay,
but no pictures.
Call, no pictures. Now, this was back in barely cell phones were even in existence.
Okay.
So started talking to this guy. He talked about how, hot he was. And right then when he was talking about how hot he was, I was like, that I should have thought about that. Anyway, we agreed to meet for dinner. We were going to go to a movie. And when we met at the restaurant, he was not gorgeous. He was not real talkative. We ordered, and then he said he had to go to the restroom. And while he was in the restroom, I'm like, how the hell do I get out of this? I'm not going to be able to sit with him through a movie. There's no telling what'll go on. So I just, while he was in the restroom, I got up and I just walked out of the restaurant.
Oh, no.
About that time he came out of the bathroom, he saw that I was leaving. He started chasing after me.
Oh,
I got in my car and hauled ass. He got in his car and hauled ass and was chasing me
you?
on 635 in Dallas.
Oh, my God.
And I finally lost him. And then after that, he probably called 24 times to my house wanting to know what happened, why I left. And of course, I never answered it.
Oh, wow.
So how do we count this date? From the minute you ducked out when you went to the bathroom, how many minutes was that?
Gosh.
It was less than 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. When you know, you know.
Ding, 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 ding. Scott wins it today.
Yeah, red flags were going everywhere, and I decided to haul.
Give us a red flag.
tail.
Give us a few red flags.
The red flag, Ryan, is that the man chased him like a psycho stalker.
Well, no, before that.
Walking out on him.
but he said red flags. He hadn't chased him yet.
He said he was.
They're in the restaurant.
He said he was good looking.
So 2 red flags. One, he lied because he said he was so hot, and he was the furthest thing from it. And then the other thing, when he went to the restroom, he said to me, now don't leave while I'm in the restaurant. That was my second red flag, and that's when I was like,
it's happened before.
Don't you go anywhere. I'll be right back.
It's the bathroom test.
Who says that?
That means it's happened to him before. He's left to the bathroom, and the guys have left him.
Yep.
Were you worried about like going back to those personal ads and having him again? Like maybe he changed his number? Like you show up and it's that guy again? I'd be worried.
I guess I wasn't too worried because I kept using the personal ads, but
I ran into him again.
Did you ever have success with
never
those?
ran into him again.
Were they ever successful, those ads?
No.
Really? Not even once?
No. Well, I mean, they were successful if you just wanted a hookup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you never found a relationship
think of
out
how
of
many
it.
people, guys, in the 80s,
No.
there was like computer dating. Computer dating was some company would match up people's details and then spit out this weird card and say, okay, Eric Rao, you are matching with Ashley Johnson.
This is so fun.
And then they
the
put
phones
them
are full.
together.
Let's
come back to this.
Let's go again.
See what
I
else
want
we
to make
can
sure
do.
they can hold on. I want Sherry to hold on. I want Elaine to hold on. If you're on hold, stand by. We want to hear your date stories if they lasted 60 minutes or less next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
All right, we are continuing our discussion. You went out on a date. It lasted less than an hour. So far, the record is 10 minutes.
I don't think we'll find many like that, but
right.
we'll
But
see.
we've had them go 27 minutes, 15 minutes,
10
minutes. 713-390-KRBE is where Sherry is standing by. Hi, Sherry. Good morning.
How are you?
Hey, Sherry, we're fine. So tell us about your date, and then at the end of it, tell us how long it lasted.
Okay, so I met this guy at a cook-off, and we exchanged numbers. He was coming to pick me up on a date. So he came to my apartment. We walked out to his car. He had an older car, which was no big deal. But I started noticing as we got closer that it was, like, pretty dirty, like dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And so he opened the door for me, which was total gentleman, but it was trash. The car was completely trash. There was trash in it.
Oh.
I mean, it was so gross. And I just turned around and I was like, I don't feel well. And I walked back to my apartment and that was it. So it lasted all of maybe 3 minutes.
Hey, good for you. If he put so little thought into y'all's date that he felt comfortable picking you up in a crap box, good for you.
Absolutely.
Oh
And I felt like if your car is dirty, what else could be dirty?
Oh, yeah. What's that apartment look like?
Yes, because if he thought that was normal to try and impress you and not even think to take the trash, and what kind of bugs are living in that car?
That needs to be a bumper
Exactly.
sticker.
Oh,
Your
my
car's dirty.
gosh.
What else is dirty?
Totally. Did he try to,
man.
I don't want to say chase you down, but I mean, did he try to what's going on? What are you
He
okay?
did.
Or like the next day,
he
try to
did.
call
He's
you
like,
a
Are
lot?
you okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. And I just walked as
You
fast
didn't
as
tell
I
him,
could
hey,
to get
your
away.
car is a pigsty?
No.
I should
It's easier to walk
have,
away.
thinking back, but
But then
no.
he'll just tie it in and call you the B word. He'll be like,
No, but maybe it would be a lesson for
Really
him.
defensive.
screw him.
Yeah, no. Did he ever try and call you again for another date, or did you just ghost him?
He did, but I didn't answer, no.
Got it. Wow, Sherry.
So it wasn't about it being
Good
like
for
a junker
you.
on the outside. It's just all about
Just-
the inside
it's
being
filthy.
trash.
That's disgusting trash. It was dirty on the outside, she said, but then when he opened the door, it was full of trash.
Because it says he put so little thought into your date that he didn't
Or
mind
that's
picking
just
you
his
up.
life. Like, that's just how he is.
Yes,
a dirty
yes.
person.
He needs an education.
Sherry, you
And
did
he
the
was
right thing, girl.
attractive,
He was
but
attractive.
No.
He obviously wasn't that
No.
hot to get
Not
over
that
that.
hot.
Be like, I could try.
Oh, be careful, Sam. I said that. Eric nailed me.
No, you just said it right there. She said he was attractive, and she left. You said,
And then
if she's attractive.
Sam just
you
said,
stay
well, he
with her."
must not have been that attractive.
But I'm just saying, she said, most women can look
Otherwise,
past.
she would have offered to drive. She would have been like, okay.
If it was the
I'll
other way
drive.
around, Ryan, you would be like, I don't care what your car looks like. I'm going to get you naked in the back seat. And
No way. If I-
Ew, on
With all the
trash.
If anybody, if I was going on a date and somebody
If they're
pulled
that
up,
hot, you wouldn't care. That's how
if
guys
it was that
are.
disgusting, like there's
Yeah,
trash
you
on the
wouldn't care,
floor,
right?
that's gross.
Men don't care like that.
If she's a 10?
You don't care. If she was a 10 and
What
she had a dirty
10's going
car,
to be
you could
driving
care
around
less.
in a nasty
Oh, there's
boot box?
plenty of tens
Plenty of
out
people
there
are
driving
disgusting.
crap
There's
cars.
slobs
But I
too.
agree with Eric. Men would let a girl that is a 10 on the scale have the most disgusting car and even see bugs in it and be like, we're not going to sit in the car for too long. Maybe I'll
For
drive.
sure they
But
would.
girls are like, no
That's our
way.
Yes.
This is how we're
agree.
built.
Thanks for calling, Sherry. You have a great day. Elena is next.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye. 3 minutes. 3 minutes for Sherry. Now, nobody can beat, I don't think, 3 minutes. But Elena, Ahmad said Elena has a very interesting story. Let's hear Elena's story and find out how long did the date last. Less than 60 minutes is what we're looking for. Hi, Elena. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are
Good
y'all?
morning.
Awesome.
Morning.
We're great. So tell us about your date.
So I met this guy on Tinder, and after a while of talking, we decided to finally go on a date. And so we meet at this restaurant, and I'm looking for him. Can't find him. Eventually, I see a guy raise his hand, and he's pointing at himself. So I approach him, and, I'm like, is this you? And, he's like, are you Elena? I'm like, yes. I was like, is this you? And he says, yeah, I just tweaked my picture up a little bit. And I'm like, that doesn't even look like you. And so, benefit of the doubt, I'm like, he's still good looking. Okay, I'll stay. I mean, already a red flag, but that's fine. I was like, I'll sit with you. And after like 10 minutes of talking, I see a woman approach, and she sits at the table, and I'm confused. I didn't know there was going to be company, and it was his mother. He's
You brought his mother?
Yes.
Wait,
he
did
brought
she
his
show
mother
up
on
and
a
surprise
first date.
him, or he knew she was going to be there?
I'm assuming he knew that she was going to be there, but yeah, she sits down, starts ordering food, starts ordering drinks, starts telling me, tell me about your life. Do you want children? Do you want what do you do?
Whoa. That's a major
And-
red flag. This guy is beyond a
But it
mama's
gets worse.
boy.
It gets worse. What else happens, Elena?
Yes. And then after that, we were talking. I told her I didn't want kids, so she told me that already off the bat I wasn't a good fit for her son.
In front of him.
I-
What is his reaction while the mom is telling you this?
Nothing. He did not say anything the whole entire date.
Mama's boy to the extreme. Okay, and then?
And then she proceeds at the end that I need to pay the tab because I was late. I told her, I was like, ma'am, I was late because I was looking for the person I thought I was talking to. And I was like, your son catfished me. I was like, I don't think I should pay for the date. And so we started arguing. But anyways, I just got up, said I had to go to the restroom. And I told the bartender, I was like, hey, can I just pay for my tab? And I left.
Oh, that's nice that you paid.
That's nice that you even did that.
Gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
What a bunch
Oh
of
my
jerks.
gosh. So how many minutes is that? You did the whole dinner date. So was it like over? I mean, it was under an hour. That's the whole point of the call. But
Sure. Yeah, it definitely probably wouldn't be anybody else, but yeah, it was definitely under an hour, probably like 40 minutes.
What was his age?
oh my gosh.
He was 23, I believe, at the time.
So he's not like a 16-year-old, 17. He's 23.
Yeah, what kind of
So for those just tuning in, Elena goes on a date with a guy that she met on Tinder that had a completely false visual for her. She sat down anyway. Then his mom shows up and interviews her during this date, and he's not talking. And then they say, you should pay for the bill.
Oh, my God.
That is ridiculous.
Damn.
Just when I thought
He's probably still breastfeeding.
Yeah, it's that was his dinner. He just whipped it out.
On that one, I actually believe that one. Thanks for calling, Elena. Have a great weekend. Oh, my gosh. You guys go to the listener line if you guys have a date that you want to share with us, 60 minutes or under for a,
bring
first
that back.
date.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
I like that
so
one.
much fun. So much fun.
Now,
Here we go.
time for the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, so it is brought to you by Duncan. Special K, this is for you.
Oh.
We call you Class Action Kevin.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
I join any class action that comes across my mail.
So the
He
deadline.
did it against Cumulus, our own station. He tried to get on board.
You tried suing our station?
There was a thing.
There was a thing a long time ago.
Oh,
He's
my
like,
God,
like,
Kevin.
if I can make some money.
Sign up.
So the deadline is here for Facebook users eligible for their piece of Meta's $725 million settlement that was a result of their Cambridge Analytica scandal. Now, anybody who had an active Facebook account between May 24th, 2007, all the way through December 22nd, 2022, you can file a claim by 1:59 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then you get your part of the payout. Millions of people qualify for this settlement, but an application must be filed by the deadline. So you've got until 2 in the
Well, it's
morning.
all of us here on the show. If all of us have a Facebook.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So
How
what do you
much
want to do?
What do you get?
Yeah, what do you get?
Doesn't say what
20
you're
bucks?
getting. Hey, if it's free money, take it.
It's $100. Yeah.
Kevin will let us know.
But if you want to file, go to Facebook User Privacy Settlement.com/.
And I have gotten everywhere from $7 to $82 for these settlements. So sometimes it's worth it.
Hey, yeah, $82.
Sometimes.
That's not
It would help
bad
with
at all.
my electricity bill. I need to sign
Yeah,
up.
Sam's bill's a little crazy.
Your bill. Welcome to my world. That's my
How
bill
many
is
square
every
feet
month.
is your house?
Not even, I don't even know. Kev, how much is it?
Yours was $647.
No.
How does
My
Kevin
square
know and
footage.
you don't
No,
know?
it's square
okay.
I
I know your bill and you don't know your bill.
Sam is my best friend. I help her with her bills.
So do you
When's
think
your accountant now?
is your place
No,
what,
my house. How big's my
1,800
house?
square feet?
I think it is
I
around
think so.
1,800 square
Yes,
feet.
for $647.
But
My
she also
God.
had zero insulation until like this week.
What do you run into AC
Right,
at
didn't
like
you finish?
50?
No,
Wait,
my
no,
house
she
has
had bad
literally been like
windows.
80. It's been like 80 in my house. It's
Yeah,
awful.
the
Okay,
windows
so wait,
are
hold
from
on.
1900.
But no, you just changed them. So is the update that
No,
you're done
I did
with
not
the
get
siding
new
and the
windows yet,
Not
Rolla.
yet.
I
Oh,
know.
those are
They're
expensive,
still
Rolla.
on back order. The siding
Okay.
was so much more expensive than
And
the
yesterday
windows.
it was 109
Wow.
degrees.
Yeah, it felt like that in my house. No, I'm just kidding.
It felt like that in my
But
house.
it's so bad. So if anybody else is suffering, I feel you.
Okay.
It's going to get better. Don't worry.
Cal McNair said the Texans surveyed more than 10,000 fans and put together more than 50 focus groups that included fans and current and former players trying to come up with the new uniforms. He revealed that the team will have 4 new uniform designs, including multiple helmet options, and hinted that there will be an Oilers Old Columbia Blue tribute uniform.
Don't do a tribute. Just do it.
Just do
Make
Oilers.
that the main thing, that color.
You were the Oilers.
There's probably
Even if
NFL
you're
probably has a
not
rule
owning it.
like you can't copy, you can't take certain
Yeah.
colors from other
I
teams.
bet
Because
the
it's
Titans are like, no, you
copyrighted.
can't. Because we own that.
Well, the Titans, that's to me boggles the mind how they own Houston Oilers records.
Doesn't make sense.
I mean, they never played there.
Well, those
It's one of
players.
the many confusing things in the world of sports that no one can ever explain or change. All right, coming up next, Special K is going to get us in the right mood for Friday, honey, with the Friday Free for All. I can't wait. What is on deck?
I've got some throwbacks for you, Rula. Some Louis DeVito and Mel C.
Oh, yes. Mel C, of course, from Spice Girls.
Britney Spears, Nelly Furtado, Sierra. It was so fun. So many fun remixes and mashups.
Okay, I'm going to do my best chair dancing with my leg in this cast. I'm going to do my best chair dancing next on the Roula and Ryan Show.